for joining me on today's tip of the week. Today we're going to be talking about how to track canceled appointments from inside TotalMD. For those of you that watched the last video about missed appointments, you'll realize that it's very similar here with canceled appointments as well. If I want to mark an appointment as canceled, all I do is right click on the appointment, go down to the change status option, and select the option for canceled. You also can double click on the appointment, open it up, and there's a drop down menu that you'll be able to select canceled as well. You'll notice here on the selection menu that canceled is the only option here that does not have an icon next to it. The reason that there is no icon is because as soon as you mark it as canceled, that appointment will disappear off your schedule, so there doesn't need to be an icon since you won't see the appointment anymore. A lot of people get nervous about that because they think the appointment has been deleted, which is not the case at all. It just stops displaying. If you delete an appointment, it doesn't exist anymore. If you mark it as canceled, it still exists. It just doesn't show on the scheduler. This is because in our minds, a canceled appointment is something that you knew about ahead of time, so you want to open that space up so that you could fill it with another appointment. Unlike a missed appointment, which we think of similar to a no-show where the appointment time came and went, so you didn't have a chance to fill that slot, so you leave the appointment there and it does have an icon. So I'm going to go ahead and mark this appointment as canceled. When I do that, it's going to ask me if I want to put in a reason. I'm going to say yes because they did call me and let me know they were canceling, so maybe I did get a reason. And if we type it in here, we will be able to track these reasons, and it'll keep a running history of all the reasons. That way, if the person says that their grandma died, we'll be able to see this is the 6th time that their grandma died, and we'll know that maybe they're not giving us a real reason. So I hit OK, and that appointment has disappeared, but the appointment still exists, like I mentioned earlier. So for example, if we go into the appointment list here, we can see William Grant's appointment here, and it is marked as a canceled appointment. In addition, if we go into his patient record, and we can see his appointments are listed, again, that appointment still shows up, and it's just marked as a canceled appointment. Now, going back into the scheduler, if I wanted to schedule an appointment for him in the future, so let's go to next week and schedule for him. When I pull up his name, just like it does with the missed appointments, it's going to come up with his missed and canceled appointments here, so that I can see how many times he's missed and canceled appointments. If I want to see just his canceled appointments or just his missed appointments, I can do that. But I'll go ahead and close that, and then here it tells me how many canceled appointments he has, and then what his most recent reason for canceling is as well. So again, this just helps us figure out if we're having somebody that is chronically missing or canceling appointments to help you better manage the patient flow inside your office. Thanks for joining me on today's tip of the week. We hope you'll join us again next time.